What's going on, guys, and welcome back. I know I'm late to this topic, but it's better late than never, as they say. So anyway, apparently the Wonder Woman game got canceled, and me and many other people are very disappointed. Some are more disappointed because of the fact they really wanted to play the game for the Nemesis system. Where me personally, I'm just angry that they just canceled the Wonder Woman game just because it's a Wonder Woman game. Now, there are a lot of reasons for why this could have happened, or most likely why it did happen. I'm not happy about it, obviously, as you can tell. Very, very pissed about it, actually, as a matter of fact. I wanted to go over a little bit about WB themselves and where they have been and where they have put themselves currently, because that is part of the problem here. So, why did they cancel it? The big question is, why was it canceled? Well, number one, Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad from Rocksteady is partly to blame. Now, that game cost them a couple $100 million. The game came, and then it got the game kind of came, and then it went, right? And obviously, that game had story problems, that game had gameplay problems. It just was a mess. It was a mess of a game. It was disrespectful, as a matter of fact, too. And people just didn't like the game. They just didn't like the game. They didn't like the story. They didn't like the characters. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. And especially after what the whole controversy with Batman and Kevin Conroy passing away late last year, it was a huge mess. Okay, it was a huge mess. And it was just and Kevin Conroy passing away last year was just the cherry on top of how bad Suicide Squad was. It was just the cherry on top of the last thing he was in. But apparently luckily it wasn't the last thing he was in. He was in like that multiverse movie, and I think he has apparently a role in some other thing that I've forgotten right now. But the point is that we'll hear him again, maybe one more time in some other thing, I think, in the future, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so yeah, Suicide Squad was part of the reason. They had a big meetings board about it too. They were all talking about it, and they're like, oh boy, this game is the reason why we tanked the whole last year. And it's just like, oof. So then what happened was they decided to clean house. They went around and they were looking at all their other things they were making, and they looked at it and they said if they should, keep going or if they should shut them down. And the Wonder Woman game they looked at and they said, shut it down. And I was fucking baffled, like many other people, because I was like, why? Why? What a stupid idea. We haven't had the Nemesis system since Shadow of Mordor, since Shadow of War, with a Nemesis system which you copyrighted and patented to WB yourselves. So no other game can copy that gameplay style. Only you can make those games. And you just decide to scrap the whole thing? Why? Was it because it was too woke? Did it have too much scissoring action? What was the problem with the Wonder Woman game that you looked at it and you said, I don't know, let me just trash the whole thing and throw it in the trash. Let me just say, fuck it. We're not gonna salvage this. We're not gonna try to go back and maybe fix some things, even though this fucking game's been in development hell for the past 3-4 fucking years. Probably even 8, I don't even fucking know, because they announced it in 2021, 2022? I don't fucking know. It's been really a long time since we got anything about this fucking game, and then a few weeks ago, boom, it's canceled. Remember that game we were trying to get you excited for, fucking about 3-4 years ago? Oh yeah, it's over. We're done. We're scrapping the whole thing. We're scrapping the whole fucking thing. We're not even gonna try to salvage this. You wanna know why? Because WB, they're so smart. They're like, you know what we should do? Let's focus on Batman, Mortal Kombat, and Hogwarts Legacy Harry Potter. I'm not shitting you. I'm not joking. This is what their fucking plan is. prioritize the things that make us the most money. Tell me you only care about money without telling me you only care about money. Let me tell you something. The gaming industry right now, as it stands, it is not in a position where you can just keep remaking, redoing things in the past. You need to start having some imagination again. You need to start allowing creators to be creative with their properties. Meaning like, hey, we've never done this before. Let's do this. Right? You're in a situation where things have gotten so boring that you need to start having imagination. The problem is I don't even want to get into the Mortal Kombat thing or the Batman thing. God forbid. Rocksteady's like, we completely disrespected our beloved Batman from the Arkham series. You know what we should do? We should make a remake or a remaster or whatever the fuck idea they're coming up with for their new idea, Rocksteady. Oh, really? Oh, you want to remake it? Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not gonna be lining up day one for that. Are you fucking kidding me? You're lucky your ass didn't get shut down. The only reason why your ass didn't get shut down is because you made Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham fucking Knight. If it wasn't for those 3 fucking games, you wouldn't fucking exist anymore. You lazy pieces of shit. And it doesn't even matter, it's not the same Rocksteady because it's not the same people who made those games a long time ago. So it's like, yeah, go ahead, remake the game, because you don't have an original bone in your fucking body. Very funny. So stupid, so retarded, man. But yes, no, this is what they want to do. They want to prioritize these almost 3 specific things, which is stupid when you think about the lack. And I was sitting down one time and I was looking at my wall of games and I was just like, you know, do I have any like female superhero games here? No, I don't. Not a single one of them is a strictly female-centric superhero game. And Wonder Woman was supposed to be that first game to do that. And you know what? It baffles me because let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's just pretend for 1 second that it was shut down because it maybe was a little bit of woke, right? Maybe it was a little bit woke, right? Just a little bit. So you mean to tell me that you scrapped the entire game because of probably this, where you could have easily wrote it out. You could have probably lowered the amount of bullshit that was in it that was like that. You could have took more creative control of it. And this is what I mean. You like these fucking woke people. Yeah, we're about to make history. We're gonna have the first female superhero in the game. Oh, we got canceled because you guys are just, because you're so focused on your ideology. You're so focused on you, because all you care about is you. Same thing with WB. All they care about is their money. Why would I take a risk when I know if I make a Batman thing, that'll get me a couple $100 billion? Why would I ever take that fucking risk? Why would I ever do that? Even though almost 20 plus years ago, Aquaman, out of all characters, got his own fucking game. You mean to tell me Aquaman got his own fucking game? The Fish Man himself got his own game, but not Wonder Woman. You see the problem here? Batman, understandable. Superman, understandable. Yes, the Flash game was canceled too. Many people are not happy about that either. But the Wonder Woman game? Really? Because you really think there's not a market? You don't think there's a market for this? This is the same bullshit with the whole thing with Crystal Dynamics and Tomb Raider, where like, oh, there's not a market for this, and then they remaster the first 3 games, and then the recent last 3, boom, they just made X amount of money. I don't even know how much money they made. That's how much money they made. My point is that the gaming industry needs to start making things new. You need to make new things. Okay? You can't keep relying on the same things over and over again. Yes, I think that there should be a Wonder Woman game. There should be. She's one of the most well-known female superheroes ever in DC Comics. It doesn't even matter, DC or Marvel. She's one of the most well-known. She should have her own game. The fact that you guys completely scrapped it is absolutely fucking baffling to me. But I guess that's what happens when you are surrounded by a bunch of people who only care about money and they don't actually understand or care about the creativity that comes with designing this shit. Which is a whole nother problem. But woke people didn't save the day either. They are the ones who probably got this thing shut down in the first place. Because again, God forbid we have a female superhero who, I don't know, cares enough about mankind to go and help the world instead of sitting there and fucking, if you read New 52 and that bullshit about how they treat men, the Amazons, they're fucking kind of cunts actually. So yeah, there would be some tension between Diana and her Amazon friends. Of course there would be. Of course it's gonna be there. But again, nobody wants to write a story like that. God forbid there's a woman who actually cares about men. Oh, geez. God forbid. Whatever, I'm going off of a bit of a tangent here. But yeah, there you go. The Wonder Woman game got canceled. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. And until next time, I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys.